Oh, hello. We are here at the largest constructed GP ever in Richmond. We haven't gotten the final number yet. Guesses? What are you thinking?
I heard 46 last.
Yeah, I heard it was
night.
the largest GP period.
That's very possible. Well, I'm here with pros. I say pros because you got upset here, but with Josh McClain and Sam Pardee, Pod Masters, and a deck that's probably going to be rampant everywhere today, but not play nearly as well as it would be by these two gentlemen. So I want to ask some questions about the deck in general. The list seems pretty streamlined now. You cut the Archangel combo though. Why?
Yeah, it was just a little too clunky. You know, Archangel was really good against Jund, which wasn't really that big of a deck anymore. It's still Jund. I think Jund might be popular this weekend, but without Jund having access to Deathray Shaman, the matchup's a lot better. You don't really need that. And the cards they don't do much by themselves anymore. It seems like.
Yeah, blocking was so bad against the Zoo decks. Like all the Zoo decks have Gore Clan and Mutagenic Growth, so like. You get your Archangel to play, and you're like, oh, I can block your Wild Nicottle, and then they just Gore Clan you, and it's not.
And they all have Path Exiles.
Yeah,
it's just not reliable. I'd much rather you have a Shriekmaw, like Sam was saying, you know, kill their guy and then block. And you know, if they Rampager, it's not that bad. You still kill the guy.
Fair enough. So, and it doesn't look like as many. Are there any changes from the Pro Tour?
Yeah.
I see a Thrun. Was he there for the Pro Tour?
Yeah, we added a Thrun in the sideboard, and we added an Aethersworn Canonist in the sideboard.
Okay, Canada's probably a solid.
Yeah.
I think there was like 4 or 5 articles about Storm this week.
Yeah, there were.
2 specifically from some of the best pros who ever played the game. So might be a deck that's around. And
sure.
Thrun, I think, as it was mentioned, like in the finals, Thrun would have been pretty good.
Yeah.
For
it's really good
Jacob.
So pretty bad for Jacob. So we decided we need to avenge him.
Yeah.
Any other changes in the main?
Well, we had to fit Neos in the sideboard. One of the things we did, we added a voice to the main deck. So we used to have a voice in the sideboard, so we moved that main. We cut the second Walrus. Zoo just wasn't as popular and successful as we thought it was going to be. You know, we expected Zoo to be a lot, like I said, we expected it to be a lot better and to do a lot better. You know, be more popular. But I don't expect that much Zoo today, so cutting the wall was fine.
And voice isn't actually that huge of a downgrade from wall in that match.
Yeah, voice is still fine.
A good card.
Still blocks more than once most of the time. So
and a lot of times your elementals just get big enough to start trading or competing with guys.
Yeah.
And then we made one other change. We cut another card. We went down to 3 removal.
Yeah, we cut one of the removal spells.
Oh, we also changed. Yeah, so we 4 removal spells were a little much. Also, again, because Zoo wasn't as good as we thought it was going to be, we switched back to Dismembers. Dismembers just a little better against Path, against basically everything that's not Zoo.
It makes sense. And it's easier to cast. Without dying.
Against Winterton, we have the problem where you only have one white source in play, so like they end step tap your white source. You don't really want to Path their guy then, but if Path's your only removal spell, you really don't have any choice. So Dismember works a lot.
Surprise factor works pretty well there. I like
Slaughter Pact, people know about Slaughter Pact now. It's not as good. Drawing 2, as Sam was talking about, can be kind of clunky. So we ended up cutting one of those too.
Well, it seems like you've hedged against Storm. You've hedged a little bit against Blue White Red. Is there any other deck you don't want to see today?
I would much rather not play against Tron. That seems to always be the case.
Never want to play against Tron, but
just about unwinnable.
I laugh here because one of the co-hosts of At Your End Step, that is his deck and his one true lady love.
Yeah.
So he's like doing a little dance off camera now. Like, yeah, I let Tron.
It's a little aggressive. Yeah, Tron is just an absolute nightmare.
I mean, they might be better now because I've heard that they've had to cut their Pyroclasms because of Zoo, but
that would be much better.
They're running
that'd be a lot less
fire spots now. So.
It's a little easier to play around. And usually they don't have red green.
Yeah, exactly. Our birds can live.
That's a really good point. So, well, I mean, you guys both have 3 buys, right?
Yep.
So I'm sorry, most of the other pros aren't even here. You guys are like, nope, we're here. We're setting this up. So I look forward to seeing how you guys do today. We'll be following and starstruck as always. So thanks for sitting down with us, guys.
Yeah, thanks. Happy to. Always a pleasure.